Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming through and watching. Hopefully this video really resonates with you and I really help with recommendations. As you can probably tell from the title of the video, this is going to be what I picked up from Sephora, and I really effed up a bag in Sephora. I really did. And I haven't shopped for a while. So I went to Sephora and I did my thing. I did one, you know what? Before I get into that, it's been a really long time since I've posted, and I'm not going to ignore that. I had pretty much a near-death experience last year and had to get emergency surgery to save my life. And I just wasn't into filming. And I did post me taking my staples out on TikTok. I'll probably just post a quick picture there. So you can totally go to my TikTok. It's the same name if you want to watch that. And also I did a brief story time on TikTok as well as to what happened to me. I also got into a car accident several months prior to that. And that was almost, yeah, a lot was going on in 2024. So if you had a similar 2024, you probably understand and empathize with me as to why I just wasn't filming. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out the way. And so I come to you barefaced. I was initially going to do makeup on this video and just try out a couple of things, even though I didn't actually get pretty much any makeup. I got blushes, but I didn't really get foundation or anything because I stocked up during the November sale. Okay. Hey Siri, what time is it? Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 12:11.
Okay, so I worked overnight last night and I'm going to be working again in the next 5 hours. So that's also why I didn't bother doing makeup. I just came to you barefaced, and we definitely are going to talk about skincare. There's going to be a little bit of makeup. So I just want to let you know in advance, I wrote it down. I'm going to start this video with makeup and recommendations. So what I picked up and recommendations, skincare and recommendations, fragrance and recommendations, and briefly hair. And that's basically what the video is going to be. And God willing, I have enough time to break it up so that you can see whatever parts are most important to you in the video, because tomorrow is the last day of the sale. The sale began for Rouge members, and I'm a Rouge member, began on April 4th and it ends tomorrow, April 14th for everyone. So I wanted to make sure I got this video out. Okay, that was a long introduction, but I really hope that you stay for this video and enjoy my recommendations. So I placed an online order, and then on Friday, 2 days ago, I went to the store and picked up, everything's just happening. Anyway, I went to the store on Friday and picked up a couple more things. And then I also placed one more online order, and it was mainly because one of the items I wanted wasn't in the store. And I really just wanted to not do any more online shopping and just go in the store. So everything that I was going to order online, with the exception of that one item, I got in the store. Okay, so we're starting with makeup. So I'm gonna show you what I picked up, and then I'm just gonna show you my recommendations, okay? I did pick up only 2 blushes at Sephora, and then there was a third blush that I'll get into that I didn't bother getting because I thought it would be too light for my skin tone. So I got 2 Patrick Ta blushes, and I'm sure you can probably assume which ones I got. First one is She Left Me on Red, and the second one is She Knows Who She Is, okay? And I'm just gonna briefly look at it because I haven't actually opened anything. So, but I do normally go on TikTok and look at things and look at how people put things on and how it looks on their skin tone if we have a similar skin tone. So She Left Me on Red. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at how beautiful that is. I actually cannot wait. I barely touched it. I barely touched it. I can't wait to put this on. I actually cannot wait to put this on. I can't wait. Okay, and then She Knows Who She Is a terracotta shade. It's definitely a dark terracotta, if anything. Please excuse my rabbit if you hear her sneezing. Yeah, I could probably hear that. Okay. Now, let me flip that. So this is She Knows Who She Is. And I'm also gonna just touch the powder really quick. Barely touched it, and that's what it looks like. Excuse the blue. I was doing my brows this morning. But that's what it looks like. I'm excited to try a darker nude. So typically for nudes, I usually, for blushes in general, I tend to use on a regular basis the Pat McGrath blushes, which is Paradise Venus and Love Struck. I don't think they sell Love Struck on Sephora, on the Sephora website anymore, but they definitely still do have Paradise Venus. So if you're looking for an everyday nude blush, definitely that's a recommendation from me. If you aren't into the Patrick Ta blushes for whatever reason, Pat McGrath blushes are everything. That's a big recommendation for me. I really love the Pat McGrath blushes. Okay, so lastly, for a Patrick Ta blush, I wanted to get She's Giving, which was a blue pink shade. It was definitely a pink shade with blue undertones. And I saw one girl on TikTok who put it on and it looked so good on her. And then I just saw someone else who was more of my skin tone. She was also like a nice caramel brown shade, but I saw someone who was darker than her, and I'm darker than caramel. I saw someone who was darker than her who put on the She's Giving, and it was very ashy. And it wasn't something I necessarily wanted to try. And I saw a lot of other brown skinned women who were trying it on, and they're like, oh my God, it looks so good. To me, on them, it looked ashy. So I was like, I don't think I want this. So, like I said, for pink blush, I usually use Love Struck by Pat McGrath. That's my pink right there. And I also use a NARS pink, which they don't sell anymore. It's totally gone. I think the name of it was 413 BLKR. Yes, I remembered that. That's my pink blush. I still use that to this day. They just don't make it anymore, I don't think. So that's a great pink as well for my skin tone. Anyway, so since She's Giving didn't seem like it was going to give for me, I looked up on the Patrick Ta website. So you're not gonna be able to get this at Sephora, but I just decided I was gonna get it. So I got the Patrick Ta Barbie set, and this is my first time opening it. So I'm just gonna look at the blush. I think the blush is gonna be amazing. It just seemed brighter and that it would really pop on my skin the way I want it to. So, you know, it's like a limited edition packaging, and this is what it looks like. This is definitely more my speed in terms of brightness. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I feel like it's not as, I mean, I can't say anything. I touched it the same way I touched the other two, and it gives a little bit streaky, but it's really not that bad. I really think that this is gonna pop on my skin. So I'm excited to try that. And then it also came with a lip gloss that's in the same color. This is Malibu Dream House. This is really cute. And because I never ordered from the Patrick Ta website before, I got 15% off on my first purchase. So that's also something you might want to check out. And one last thing for makeup that I did picked up 2 Sephora eyeliners. This is from the Sephora collection. And of course, if you know, regardless if you're a Rouge, a VIB, or a Sephora Insider, of course, that's 20%, 15%, and 10% off of your purchase, respectively. Sephora collection items are all 30% off for everyone, regardless of the status you are at Sephora. And so I picked up these retractable eyeliners in black. because I use these as lip liners. I had one and I don't know which purse it's in, so I just picked these two up because I knew I would get 30% off. My only gripe with these eyeliners is that the old version of them, it just seemed more luxe. I feel like whatever this is made out of now feels a little bit cheaper and lighter, and I liked the retractable eyeliners that were just, they felt heavier. They felt less cheap. I'm not saying that the product isn't the same, just the outside, the packaging is just a little cheaper looking and feeling to me. That's just my opinion. Okay, whew. All right, so that's it for me. The recommendations. Oh. Recommendations for makeup. Okay, I'm gonna recommend the same thing I recommend all the time. As a matter of fact, thank you to all the people who have still been watching my videos and commenting and saying, thanks that whatever I recommended looked good on them. I am not a gatekeeper. I don't gatekeep over here. I'm gonna share things because at the end of the day, it's either gonna work for you or it doesn't work for you. Something that works for me may not work for you. Something that doesn't work for me may work for you. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop recommending, okay? I'm just gonna recommend what works for me and hopefully it works for you. Okay, so for makeup, foundation, we're gonna start with primer. So actually I did pick this up because I'm almost done with it. The Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. Yeah, this is pretty much finished. So I did pick up a new one, a refill, because I'm gonna be doing my makeup again very soon and I don't wanna miss the sale, and I needed, because this is $54, okay? $54 for the bottle. So you can get a discount, get the discount, okay? But it's so good. Your makeup glides right on top of it. It just works, my opinion. If you like the primer that you're already using, continue to use it. This is what I recommend. It's really good. Great skincare underneath your makeup. Okay, now for foundation, you guys already know what I'm gonna recommend because I recommend it all the time. The NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, 100% the best foundation in my opinion, hands down. NARS has been doing this for a long time. I am in the shade Dark 4, which is Namibia. So it's a little bit darker than my face, but my neck is also darker, so I like things to match my neck. So it's a little bit darker than my face, but it works because guess what? Hold please. Sorry about the helicopter. But yes, this foundation is a little bit darker than my face, but then of course I put on a lighter concealer and it all blends perfectly together. And on that note, concealer, I'm always going to recommend the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I wear Dark Zero, which is chocolate. In my opinion, this is all you need for a flawless face. This is all you need for a flawless face. That's just my opinion. And if you go and try it, the sale ends tomorrow. So if you are interested in trying this recommendation, please do it by tomorrow. You can always order if you don't have time to go to the store. Okay. All right. So the one makeup product that I did forget to recommend, and I highly recommend it, is the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder in the pink shade, or it's called Rose. I love this powder, and I know I might get some flack for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Just because you are dark skin or brown skin does not mean that you should be using yellow powder. And I mean that in the most sincere way. Just because you are darker skinned does not mean you should be using yellow powder. Please know your undertone. I'm a little bit of both. I'm a little golden, I'm a little red, but pink and peach powders work best for my under eye. I used to jump on the trends like, okay, all the dark skinned girlies are using the banana powder, the is it Ben Nye? The Ben Nye yellow banana powder, the banana yellow. And the thing is, then when the flash comes on, all you see is the yellow powder everywhere. It doesn't, to me, it didn't look good. Okay, you need a powder that's really going to make everything smooth and blurred, but also not going to be making you look like chocolate and banana. That's just me. That's just me. So please know your undertone. This works beautifully for my skin. The blur is insane. The blur is insane. I had to say it twice because I mean it. Highly recommend. If you're happy with your banana powder and it's not giving you yellow all the time, then cool. But if it is, and you're just used to using yellow powder and you want to try something else, please, Laura Mercier. I can't speak for the other pink powders on currently in circulation. I can't speak for them. I can only speak for the Laura Mercier powder. So this is the mini one, which they don't sell at Sephora. I had to get this directly from the Laura Mercier website. But once I'm done, I bought 2 mini ones. So once I'm done with them, then I'll probably get the big size probably later on in the year. Otherwise, I like my minis. All right, so that is totally it for makeup. And whoever you are, I love when someone tells me I smell good. You know, unfortunately, I just forgot that there was one more makeup product. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go back. I have all this stuff on my table and it's all kind of getting mixed up and I don't know why I didn't. I'm so sorry. One more makeup product, okay, that I highly recommend. Unfortunately, I don't know what the contract is between Sephora and Buxom, but Sephora doesn't sell a lot of Buxom products anymore, especially the glosses. And I'm a Buxom gloss girly, okay? If you ask me what lip gloss I'm wearing even right now, it's Buxom. It's Buxom. I love Buxom lip gloss. You know, I like the Fenty lip glosses and so on and so forth, but Buxom is everything. Buxom is #1 for me when it comes to lip gloss, okay? So unfortunately, at this time, as far as I know, Sephora is only selling 2 Buxom lip glosses, and it's the Buxom lip creams, one in Dolly, and which is like their main color, their most advertised color, and one in White Russian. So I've seen dark-skinned women wear White Russian, and they're usually like lighter than I am. White Russian is a little too light for me, a little too pale for me, but I mess with Dolly. So Dolly is like a mauvey pink shade. So this is, I just recently opened this. I didn't just buy it, I just had it in my drawer. And I just recently opened it because I needed a Dolly. I have Dolly in several different types, because they have like Dolly in the lip polish, which has glitter in it. They have Dolly Glamourtini. They have Dolly Glitz. So I went to the Buxom website and bought a whole bunch of Dolly because I wanted like the different types. But the original Dondada Dolly is still sold at Sephora. So if you are wanting to try a Buxom lip gloss before, maybe you'll go to the other website, and they do sell it at Ulta. They do. But I usually prefer to just buy it from the website, because the website tends to have, the direct website, they tend to have like sales. And that's when I'll purchase the lip glosses. But my favorite lip gloss from Buxom is Dominique, which is like a clear sparkle, and it sparkles, and that's what I have on right now. But again, sticking with the Sephora sale, if you really want to try Buxom lip gloss, I would try it with the discount and in Dolly. Dolly is a pretty good shade for majority of skin tones, so it's something that I would try. Okay, finally, I really apologize because I don't know why those last 2 products weren't, you know, stuck with all the other makeup. So I guess it also kind of goes into fragrance, but we'll get to fragrance later. I'm a warm florals type of girly, very much. I used to not be into vanilla, and then I feel like vanilla grew on me. So I am a Sol de Janeiro fan, okay? So I picked up my restock of Sol de Janeiro, okay? Okay, yes. All right, so I already have the almost empty containers right here. So I needed the hand cream that I put in my purse. This hand cream smells so good. My only gripe with Sol de Janeiro is they came out with number 59. So I'm a 62 girly through and through. All year round, I don't really care for the other scents, personally. That's just me. I'm a 62 girl, and I stay 62, 100%. And I get compliments every day for 62, okay? That's just me. And I love a good compliment when it comes to my fragrances, when it comes to my skincare. If you smell me because I put on an oil that I love, or I put on lotion, hello, I'm a 62 girly, okay? Anyway, I needed a new lotion because the one I have is pretty much dwindling. But of course, I just went on a tangent. My gripe with Sol de Janeiro is they came out with number 59, and they came out with basically the body butter. And if you know, with number 62, the Charosta scent, they have the Bum Bum Cream. That's the original Dondada, right? Why is 59 cream or body butter so thick? I love the thick. It's thick, okay? I love that. I wish that they would make the Bum Bum Cream thicker. It doesn't have to be as thick as the number 59. Is it Delicia? Is it Delicia? Something like that. Delicia Drench. That body, but it's so thick. And I love the thickness of it. If Sol de Janeiro, anyone who works from Sol de Janeiro ever sees this video, please know that I need y'all to make the Bum Bum Cream a little bit thicker. Because number 59 shouldn't be the only thick cream y'all got. This in a thicker consistency would be everything. Everything. So this is the 8 fluid ounce or 240 ml. And I got a refill of that. Okay. And then I also got a refill of my Bum Bum Body Firmeza oil. So amazing. And obviously I love the smell. I love the scent. And no gatekeeping over here, okay? I love the scent. And this is where my oil is at. It's right there. I want to prove to you that I use this like all the time. All the time. I love it. I love it so much. Kind of off note, but you know, if you have company coming over and y'all give each other massages and stuff, okay. Enough said. That hits. Okay. So definitely recommend. I want to make sure I get, and then of course, I did pick up the Brazilian Play body wash in the same scent. I had the mini shower gel, and I've been using that lately because I had 2 of them from like 2 holiday sets that I had. And it just really elevates your shower experience, okay? So I got the body wash in the 13 fluid ounce. I can't wait. Okay. More skincare things for y'all. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start with Murad. So I wanted a new exfoliating cleanser. Typically I use the Clinique exfoliating cleanser, but I kind of just felt like I wanted to move to something else. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I used to use Murad. Actually, myself and my mom, shout out to my mom, I love you, rest in peace. We used to use Murad all the time. We would exchange bottles, we would try, like I would just be in Sephora buying Murad all the time. Me and my mom would just be trying new things together. It was amazing. And so I just felt like going back to something that wasn't broken, right? You know, I've been using Clinique for many years, and I just wanted to try something that I used to use. So I got the Murad AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. And I definitely used to use this a lot. So this is what it looks like. And this is 5 fluid ounces. And I've had it in my bag, my Sephora online bag, for a while, and I just wasn't sure if I wanted to try something else, but you know, we'll see. We'll definitely see if it's working better for my skin than the Clinique exfoliating cleanser. Otherwise, I'll just go back to Clinique. But I did want to go back to Murad for a little while and see if it did better with my skin. Now, on the note of Clinique, I did get the Take the Day Off facial cleansing mousse. So I don't know about you, but I used the oil and the balm, and they were messy. Like, I would stop using it for a while because, you know, you have your makeup and now you're throwing on oil, and it's just, to me, it wasn't the greatest feeling. So when I saw they came out with the mousse, I was like, okay, I have to try this because I know that I like taking the day off. Granted, you know, you come in the house, I wash my face every day, all that other stuff. I wash my face in the shower, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I feel like I should do something before I put on my regular face wash. And so, again, I'm not gatekeeping here. My theory, what I'm going to try, and I'll get back to y'all and let y'all know if it works. Because what I've been using every day is the Tatcha rice wash, which I didn't pick up in this time, but I absolutely recommend the rice wash. And then I've been using the dewy skin cream. So I come in at night, or I come in whenever my shifts are over, and I wash my face, take a shower, wash my face. I have the bigger bottle in my shower. I just didn't feel like going and grabbing this. This I put by my sink. So I have the mini one by my sink because I got it in like a set. And then I use the dewy skin cream. I think this is the 50. Yeah, this is the 50 ml. And this is what I do at night. Wash my face and put on the dewy skin cream. I recommend both of these. But now I'm thinking to add to my skincare regimen, my face regimen, take the day off. Whether or not I have makeup, take the day off. Because when you're outside, your skin is picking up, your body, your clothes, everything, it's picking up outside. And still to this day, some people don't understand when you say you smell like outside. And please do not come into my bed with this. Don't take your outside clothes off when you come in my house, like, because you smell like outside. Your body, your clothes, your skin is picking up outside. So what I'm gonna try, and I'll get back to y'all, if you want to try it with me, go ahead. Please let me know if it works for you. I want to take the day off, and then I want to wash my face with the rice wash, and then dewy skin cream at night. I'm gonna try it. I'm excited. Okay, so on that note, are we almost done with skincare? I think so. The dewy skin cream, I got the bigger version of it, which I didn't realize was so expensive. But I got the bigger version. It's the Bigu size. Yeah. Hey, why doesn't it have the flowers on it? I'm offended, actually, because this is supposed to have flowers on it. I'm offended. Okay, so this is the size that I normally use, and this is the big size. The big size normally has like a floral arrangement on it. Tatcha. And they even had the floral, the one with the flowers on it, on display. So that's why I picked it up. You know what? Tatcha, I want the one with the flowers on it. Because it was pretty. It just makes me feel so good before I go to bed. I smell amazing. Of course, I smell like Sol de Janeiro. And then I have the dewy skin cream on and I'm just super moisturized and I just feel good before I go to bed. Take care of yourself. Self-care really is everything, okay? Really is everything. I'm a little annoyed about these flowers, not having flowers on my thing though. But you know what? It's okay, Tasha. Next time. And skincare. What's next? Fragrance. Fragrance! Okay, I'm excited. Why? Because I love, to me, that is one of the best compliments ever. Okay, so you smell good. What are you wearing? You smell amazing. Some of the best compliments ever. Like, actually ever. Like, telling me I'm beautiful, telling me I'm pretty, telling me my skin is clear, all that other good stuff. That's cute, you know? But I love when someone tells me I smell good. I love when someone tells me I smell good. Whether it be a man, whether it be a woman, whoever you are, I love when someone tells me I smell good. I am a warm, floral, warm, spicy girly. I like my vanillas. I love, but it can't be too sweet of a vanilla. I need a vanilla with something else, okay? So I only picked the 2 perfumes, but one of the perfumes that I picked up is like my signature scent. And I'm not going to gatekeep because again, what something might smell, what something smells like on me isn't necessarily going to smell the same on you. So, because everyone's body chemistry is different, everyone's pH is different, everything is different. So that doesn't mean that I shouldn't recommend it because it's my favorite perfume. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my key fragrance, the fragrance that gets me compliments on a regular basis, like daily. If I don't leave the house, then I don't get compliments. If I leave the house, I'm getting, you smell so good. Oh my God, is that you? Oh man, what are you wearing? Yeah, that's my key, my key fragrance, okay? And that is, I picked up Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum, okay, Intense. This is my go-to fragrance. Burberry Her Elixir, because I'm her. Yeah. A guy said that to me one day when I told him what I was wearing, and he said, because you're her. And I was like, facts, period. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't open this one because I still have, I'm like, you can't really see through it, but I'm definitely more than halfway through this bottle. And I want to say that I've been using this since it came out in I think it came out at the end of 2022. And I first purchased it, I want to say during the Sephora sale in 2022. And I've been wearing it ever since. I've been wearing it ever since. And I've not stopped getting compliments. I'm usually a person that once I finish a bottle, maybe if I buy 2 bottles and I finish that second bottle, I get tired of it. I want to change my fragrances. I want to do something new. No, this has stayed. I have finished, I'm going to say at least 5 bottles. Why? Because I used to be one of those girlies that had to get the biggest bottle when I bought a fragrance. To me, the 3.4 ounce just looks weird. It's just too big, or maybe I'm just used to this size, and obviously this is much easier to travel with, etc., etc. So I always get the 1.6, and I want to say I've gone through at least 5 of these. I thought I would have gotten tired by bottle 2 because I have. For the most part, previous fragrances, I get, if you get me to get a second bottle, even if it smells good on me, if you get me to get a second bottle, more than likely, I don't want to keep wearing the same fragrance. I have not stopped. I'm pretty sure this is bottle number 5, maybe bottle number 4, and this is bottle number 5. This is my key. And I do mix it with other things as well, and I get even more compliments, but this is my fragrance, girl. Okay, so I highly, this is my number 1 recommendation. Okay, so this is what I picked up at the Sephora store. Now, before I get into the other purchase I made at the store, I just want to go into the same kind of realm of scents for recommendations. So Burberry Goddess, as well, is also another vanilla based scent, and this smells really, really good. I'm always a person who likes to go with the intense versions of perfumes because I love that they last longer and they are intense. But unfortunately, for Burberry Goddess Intense, when they added the lavender, if I remember correctly, they added lavender and it just does not smell good, in my opinion. So the original Burberry Goddess is where it's at. I prefer this over the Burberry Goddess Intense. And this is where I'm at with this bottle. And the crazy thing is, I've had this because I was wearing this all the time, that I really was ignoring the Burberry Goddess. And then one day I was like, let me start wearing this. And look where I'm at. Look where I'm at. Yeah, it's really good. Another fragrance very similar to the Burberry Goddess that I also recommend is Alien Goddess Intense by Mugler, the House of Mugler. Okay, and this is also a warm floral. So I'm a warm floral. If you don't like warm florals, this is probably not going to be the segment for you. I'm warm floral. Okay, warm, spicy-ish kind of person. Anyways, Alien Goddess Intense, really good. I get a lot of compliments with this as well, and I want to say I'm a quarter of the way done with this. This lasts a really long time, and it definitely gives a little bit more beachy vibes, more coconutty vibes, and I love it, and it lasts a long time. I tend to get nose blinds to my, I tend to get nose blind to my scents, so I smell it when I'm spraying it on, and then I don't smell it anymore after maybe like 5 minutes, and the only reason I know I still have a fragrance on sometimes is because people are complimenting me. So I like that though, because I don't want to consistently be smelling myself all the time. I don't know, that bothers me. Anyway, I highly recommend Alien Goddess Intense. I didn't pick this up recently. This was maybe sometime last year, if not the year before. Okay, now one more fragrance that I also recommend, Vanilla Woods by the 7 Virtues. I've smelled a lot of the other fragrances. Vanilla Woods has to be number 1 out of all the 7 Virtue fragrances. And this is where I'm at with the bottle. Okay? And I usually do mix this with my Burberry Goddess or my Burberry Her. And I get just as many compliments with it. It is definitely more of a cold weather, wintry scent. But I also think that if you want to wear it for date night, you know, a nighttime, evening type of vibe, this is still going to be good if that is your vibe. If you are a fruity, floral, bright, fresh scent type of person, then this is not going to be for you. But if you are more of a warm, spicy girl like I am, this is going to be great even for a date night. I want to say in early to late spring. Summer, I feel like I would do something a little bit different. Maybe I would just work with the Alien Goddess because it's more has the coconut scent to it as well. Okay, lastly for fragrance, I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. I didn't think I was going to like this as much as I did. And so I had to pick it up, and I really was fighting it. I want to say I was fighting it because I was like, all I need is to pick up a new Burberry Her and I'll be fine. And I went into the store. I thought people were joking. I thought people were just like trying to push it. No, this scent is really that good. No, it's really that good. And this is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. No, it's really that good. Yeah. So when Ellis Brooklyn first dropped, which I don't remember how many years ago, I think their first ever fragrance was Myth. And I bought Myth because I don't know. I just wanted to try a new fragrance at the time and I bought it. And also I really liked the bottle. It was just like clean, simple. And I bought Myth. And I feel like I did, if I remember correctly, I did get compliments, but it didn't last that long on me. Or at least maybe I became nose blind to it, but I just felt like it wasn't a signature. It wasn't an oh my gosh fragrance for me. So I never did buy it again, and I kind of stayed away from Ellis Brooklyn since then. And I started looking at the Sephora reviews here for this sale, and also just in general looking at perfume reviews so I could figure out if I wanted to purchase a brand new fragrance or not, or just purchase a restock. And this kept coming up and people kept saying how great it was and how great it was and how great it was. And I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe them. I don't believe them. And then there was one YouTuber, and I don't remember her name, but I would definitely like either link her video down below or just put her name up on the screen. But she said, which is totally accurate, that at first spray, this scent smells like Bacardi. And does. I was in Sephora, and what I tend to do is I'll spray different scents on different parts of my hand, but far enough away so that I remember which scent is which, right? First sniff smelled like Bacardi with the pineapple and everything. Bacardi. And I was like, That's not that bad. I kind of like that. My only problem, I definitely agree that it shouldn't smell like Bacardi for more than like 2-3 minutes, because that's a little strong, right? But I want to say the scent did dry down really fast, and I don't think I liked that too much. I feel like I would like for it to kind of stay in the middle notes as opposed to drying down to base notes really quickly. But I will say that when it dried down, the scent was still there, and it still was good. It still smelled tropical, just less rum to it. And I really like that. As a matter of fact, with all the different scents on my hand, so I usually do four different scents on each hand. So the Miami Nectar was on top, so this way I knew where it was. And then I did like a Fleur, is it Golden Rules? I did Fleur Golden Rules somewhere over here, something else right here, and I think Bougie Marshmallow, which I also recommend if you're into, sweet, smoky scents. I just didn't pick it up because I felt like the last scent on it, or the dry down, was all marshmallow, and I wanted a little bit more of the opening scent to stay longer. I don't know, that's just me, but I do recommend it because it does smell good and it does last long. It just wasn't necessarily the scent for me or something I would pick up, at least right now. Maybe if I got Yum Bougie Marshmallow, I think is the scent from Kayali. If I got that as a gift, I would totally love it. I just don't think that that's something that I would purchase. But anyways, back to this. The dry down was amazing. It did last for a long time. The dry down lasted for a long time. It just wasn't that strong after a while. So I am going to figure out, maybe I'll add an oil or something to make it last longer. But this is as good as they say, okay? This is as good as they say. So if you are interested in any type of Ellis Brooklyn scent, and you are more of a spicy, warm, girly, tropical, coconutty, girly, because I could totally see myself going on vacation and wearing this. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is as good as they say. So I'm going to sell it here. If you didn't believe the other people, like I didn't believe them, this is as good as they say it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I check my list. Oh no. Okay, dropping things. I had to check my list real quick. Okay, so that is pretty much it. So I got the T3 Switch Kit Wave Trio. Yeah, so this is the one that comes with 2 barrels and a wand. And yeah, so I can't wait to try this because I'm really excited to curl my hair. I feel like I've never really been good at curling hair. And so I've seen a lot of people say they couldn't curl hair and then they use the T3 and now all of a sudden they're good at curls. That remains to be seen because I can mess things up, okay? But we're gonna try. I'm like super excited. I'm not gonna start with the wand. I probably will start with the 1 and 1.25 barrel. And again, this is pretty much it for my video. So I hope you enjoyed the recommendations. And of course, if you have any other questions about anything, as a matter of fact, I'm just all back and forth. So I never told y'all what I ended up having to make a second purchase online for because they didn't happen to have it in the store. And that was the Fenty perfume. Fenty perfume. They had a 2.5 ounce, the biggest bottle set with the travel size. And I want to say, I don't know if they changed the fragrance at all. Cause I remember being underwhelmed the first time I smelled the Fenty perfume, but I do think that it's a great scent to layer with. And so I really wanted to try it during the sale. I went in the store and I also sprayed it on one of my hands and it lasted a really long time. And I think that longevity is a really important quality of perfumes. So it lasted a really long time, but at the same time, it just was quite underwhelming for me. So I am going to play with it. I really wanted to try it, see what I can add to it, see what lotions and scents that I can add to it to just bring it out. Because it smelled good. It just wasn't, oh my God, it wasn't for me the Burberry Her Elixir. That's just me, but I did order the set and so that should be coming sometime this week. So I'm excited for just continuing to smell good, look good, feel good. And you know, the summer's gonna be summering because we're gonna have on our Miami nectar. We're gonna be vibing. I'm excited. I'm excited for the warm weather to be coming around. And that's pretty much it. I think I've gotten through everything and I hope to be more consistent with videos this year. And please let me know if you want a YouTube story time because I will absolutely talk about it. It's something I've had to talk about now for the last several months. I just don't stress about a lot of things because I didn't have to be here. And I know I'm smiling, I'm laughing about it, but I'm grateful. This is definitely a but did you die experience because I didn't. And I'm so happy to be here and I live life that way. And yeah, so let me know if you want a story time or you can go ahead and just watch my story time on my TikTok. But let me know if you want a story time about what happened to me. I have no problem talking about it, but I will be doing my best to be consistent on here. I'm not a gatekeeper, so I will be doing my skincare regimens, showing out what I do. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you know, I can always recommend. As a matter of fact, like just as an example, when I was in the Sephora store on Friday, just a couple of days ago, there was a woman who was talking to her bestie, talking about what fragrance, because I was in the fragrance section for like a good 45 minutes. And she was like, I just want like a vanilla scent. I just want something vanilla, but you know, I'm not really sure what to get. And her bestie was just kind of sitting there like not helping her. And so her bestie walked off and went to do something. And I was like, hey, by the way, if you're really looking for a vanilla scent, you should try Vanilla Skin by Fleur. And I pointed it out to her and she bought it. She smelled it and she was like, oh my God, it's so good. Thank you so much. I'm like, there's no gatekeeping over here. Like women helping women. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So Anyway, I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. I hope you really enjoyed the recommendations. Please do not forget to give this a like, a thumbs up, comment down below. If you know, I've been liking your comments, even though I haven't been, necessarily on camera. I've been reading the comments, getting the notifications and liking them, interacting with them, responding if it needs a response. So yeah, I am back. I am here. I am ready to vibe out and do my makeup because the makeup game is still makeuping. We're still doing this. So, and it's something I enjoy, and it really helps me to stay creative and helps me to feel good. Just throwing on makeup isn't about other people. It's really about yourself. And, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you look good, even without makeup. So, I am going to be trying to do this at least once a week. So keep a lookout for me. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. We are back here. We are back on it. Anyway, I love y'all and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.